I need somebody in the medical profession to help me understand why some people are hospice and still full code. That makes no sense. This person got all these stuff going on to where they qualify for hospice, and you have to qualify. Yet they are full code. Somebody make it make sense to me, please. Please.
The short answer is Medicare doesn't allow us to refuse service to patients who wish to remain full code. Generally speaking, full code means that if somebody is found without a breath or a heartbeat, we are going to initiate resuscitation efforts, CPR, pushing on someone's chest, snap, crackle, and pop, breaking their ribs, trying to bring them back from death. So while it doesn't make sense for hospice patients to be full code when we are supposed to be allowing a natural death, again, Medicare says we have to give them that option. Now, I don't write the rules for Medicare, so I don't know their rationale. But as a hospice nurse for almost 19 years, I can tell you why we don't want to turn people away who are full code. Even if Medicare said it's okay if you don't take them on, we would still want them to come on service. By and large, doctors who don't work in hospice or palliative care are not comfortable having conversations with people about end of life. It's not their fault. When they go to medical school, they are taught to do everything to save people. Death is considered a failure. So if that conversation doesn't happen with the patient and or their family, they're not getting education about what it really means to be a full code. People get their information from television, where they see a medical show that depicts somebody as, having their chest beat on 2 times and then they're miraculously revived and they're better than they were before they went down. That is not going to be the case with a hospice patient. It is not going to be the case at all. They are still dying. If they're able to be revived, they are still dying. They still have their terminal condition. They're still dying. And now they potentially have bruises or even worse, fractured ribs to contend with. I'm kind of going down a rabbit hole here, but the bottom line is we in hospice are more comfortable having those conversations than providers in traditional do everything to save someone medicine. So we don't want somebody who needs hospice to miss out on getting hospice because they were ill-informed about what it really means to be full code. We bring them onto service, we address their code status with them, and we address it, and we address it, and we address it, and hopefully they change their mind. But if they don't, usually what happens is if a patient is in their home and they die, the family doesn't call 911, they don't initiate CPR, they call hospice, and it's a peaceful death. And that's it. If they're in a facility, that's a different story. If they are full code at the time of their death, the facility staff are going to have to call 911 and initiate CPR depending on what their policy is. And that will be an unfortunate, horrible, traumatic ending for that person.